How terrible for you legal experts, you snatched away the key of knowledge. You didn't enter yourselves, and you stood in the way of those who were entering. As Jesus left there, the legal experts and and the chief priests, as Jesus left there, the legal experts and the Pharisees began to resent him deeply and to ask him pointed questions about many things. They plotted against him, trying to trap him in his words. When a crowd of thousands upon thousands had gathered so that they were crushing each other, Jesus began to speak first to his disciples. Watch out for the yeast of the Pharisees. I mean the mismatch between their hearts and lives. Nothing is hidden that won't be revealed, nor is anything secret that won't be brought out into the open. Therefore, whatever you have said in the darkness will be heard in the light, and whatever you have whispered in the rooms deep inside the house will be announced from the rooftops. I tell you, my friends, don't be terrified by those who can kill the body, but after that can do nothing more. I'll show you whom you should fear. Fear the one who, after you have been killed, has the authority to throw you into hell. Indeed, I tell you, that's the one you should fear. Aren't 5 sparrows sold for 2 small coins? Yet not one of them is overlooked by God. Even the hairs on your head are all counted. You're worth more than many sparrows. I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before humans, the human one will acknowledge before God's. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Forgot that don't be afraid part. That's like the key part of the whole thing. Don't be afraid. You're worth more than many sparrows. I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before humans, the human one will acknowledge before God's angels, and the one who rejects me before others will be rejected before God's angels. Anyone who speaks a word against the human one will be forgiven, but whoever insults the Holy Spirit won't be forgiven. When they bring you before the synagogues, rulers, and authorities, don't worry about how to defend yourselves or what you should say. The Holy Spirit will tell you at that very moment what you must say. Someone from the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." Jesus said to him, "Man, who appointed me as judge or referee between you and your brother?" Then Jesus said to them, "Watch out, guard yourself against all kinds of greed. After all, one's life isn't determined by one's possessions, even when someone is very wealthy." Then he told them a parable. A certain rich man's land produced a bountiful crop. He said to himself, "What will I do? I have no place to store my harvest." Then he thought, "Here's what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. That's where I'll store all my grain and goods." I'll say to myself,